What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is I'm going to be showing how to make TJ Maxx. Now, someone requested me this like forever ago, and I apologize if they're actually watching this at this point in time. I didn't I held this off for so long. I don't know why I did. But I learned something interesting about this. We're going to talk about later. It involves something else that I've built, and a couple other things that are probably on the schedule at some point in time to build. But yeah, it's kind of just an interesting thing to know. I'll talk about it at the pretty early on. But yeah, here it is. I don't have a whole ton else to say about this other than it exists, and it's yeah, it's a build. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so oh god, it's a great start. So the spacing underneath this thing 91 by 51, and the materials I'm needing, I think, yeah, it's gonna be all you need. They are stone bricks. I'm sitting on my cord. That's fantastic. Great start. Not clay. God dang it. Light gray concrete. Spruce wood planks. Red wool. That's not. Oh my goodness. This is fantastic. Great start to a video. White concrete. Black stained glass. Oh no, you will need more than 9. Dark oak doors. Smooth quartz blocks. And I guess we'll go smooth quartz slabs. You also need red concrete and red nether brick stairs and blocks. And I think that's it. Starting from the front left-hand corner of your 91 by 51 grid, cough, if you I know it's a big space. You could also start from the front right, it's symmetrical. You want to count backward diagonally to the right by, hold up. Right by 2 and right by 1, and going right, you want to place 25 stone bricks. I understand that's an unusual way to start, but it's fine. Okay. Trying to figure out what if I want to just, like, get this out of the way, which I guess I do. Bring that up with 6 rows of spruce wood planks, a row of red wool, and then 4 rows of white concrete. Like so. While we're doing this, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am, for the most part. Next week is my I guess this week, technically, is my last week of the school year. Another thing that's kind of just, like, random about this is that I made Sierra a while ago, if you guys remember that. This Home Goods, and a ton of other clothing stores are under the same name brand, or under this brand. Marshall's, Home Sense, I think is what the other one was called. All under this thing called TJX. I didn't know this, but that's pretty interesting to know, the fact that there's so many, like a bunch of clothing stores, a bunch of huge clothing store brands that we all know and maybe love, are under a big company, and that's just interesting to know. Anywho, yeah, that is just interesting. So, yeah, there you go, there's that. If you've done that, hold up, my parentals are texting me. Come to the right side of this wall. Try to remember if it's the front or the back. And we're going to be moving towards the far side of the build, which, if you start from the front right-hand corner, it'd be the left side that you're coming from. And you want to go forward diagonally to the right with a stone brick. Maybe. Yeah. Right by 1. Then back diagonally to the right with a light gray concrete. Right 1. Back diagonally to the right with a black glass. Right 5. Epic, that's fantastic. Hold up. Right with a smooth quartz block. Of course, this is the time that they picked to text me. Right with 2 black glass, 2 dark oak doors, 2 black glass, smooth quartz block, 2 black glass, 2 dark oak doors, 2 black glass, smooth quartz block, 6 black glass, forward diagonally to the right with a light gray concrete, right 1, Forward diagonally to the right with a stone brick. Right one. Back diagonally to the right with a stone brick, and then right by 24. God, why? I don't understand this. So you want to do the same thing with this row of 25 here that you did with that one over there. So the 6 rows of spruce planks, row of red wool, and then 4 rows of white concrete. Yeah. And don't do it with the little rows of 2, because those are different and will be treated as so. It's just like, timing has been like really off today. It's been a weird day. But yeah, it's a Friday, so that's always fun. I don't know much else to say other than that, honestly. I haven't worked on Little Nightmares 2 in a while, though. I've been kind of busy. So there you go. There's walls or something like that. Ah, he's back. Fun. He's just doing stuff, don't ask. It might be relevant, might not be relevant. It just depends. Although, if it is relevant, you'll figure it out soon enough. Alright, so bring the 2 rows of 2 stone bricks. And you want to bring each one up with 14 light gray concrete. So it should be, I think, 3 rows taller than the other sections, which should be correct. If it, like, isn't, we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out at some point. Then bring the rows of light gray concrete, the little 2s that are straight up against the ground, you want to bring those up with 4 rows of stone bricks. That's a weird, like, I understand that's kind of weird, but yeah. Something I accidentally neglected. Bring each smooth quartz block here by the doorway, or the doors, forward by 1 each. Bring each black glass up with 4 rows of black glass. And then bring each smooth quartz block up with 4 smooth quartz blocks, and then you can bring the doors up with 3 black glass each. I'm double checking this because last time I had a situation like this I was wrong, which I'm not this time. Cool, because I was like, okay, I made the educated guess that I would have been correct because of the stone bricks, but I wasn't sure if these stone bricks were wrong, which would have created another layer of issues. But, yeah. In the meantime, while we do this, I'm gonna try to not get disturbed. I should just turn my phone on Do Not Disturb every time I make a video. That's probably a smarter approach. But also, like, it's kind of a weird weekend because, pretty much nobody's gonna be home till, like, Sunday, so. Yeah. There you go. Now, in front of the second row down, so this row right here, the 4th row up, this one, it's the second above the doors, and it's not the top one. You want to place a row of upside down smooth quartz slabs in front of that row of black glass, and you just want to kind of make it like, so it kind of has an, like, almost H-framing. I think that's just a term that I just now made up, H-framing. So just like that. If you, like, have watched a single darn tutorial of mine, or not really a single one, that's an exaggeration, but if you watch a good amount of my tutorials, you'll know what this is. Including Dollarama's actually doesn't have that. Interesting. But yeah. Now, on top of either side of stone bricks and connecting together in the middle, you want to place a row of red wool, like so. Bring that row of red wool up with 9 rows of white concrete. Almost like 33 and light gray concrete all over again, except modern day, where I don't sound like I'm 4. Interesting times we live in. So, the situation that we're in now is I don't know what to do, essentially. Well, I know what to do. I kind of made this build. I'd hope I know what hope I'd know what to do. God, words are hard, man. Anyways, so I'm just gonna throw this out there right now. You should probably add loading docks and stuff at the back, but that's not important, so I'll re-mention that when we get to the back. I just wanted to throw that out there. So you have this, and it looks kind of dumb, doesn't it? That's true. Get rid of your... Actually, the final 4 materials that you should have in your inventory, if you screwed them up, or not going to screw them up, but if you rearrange them in your particular order, just get rid of black glass, dark oak doors, smooth quartz blocks, and smooth quartz slabs. You don't actually need 4 inventory spots. I just felt like getting rid of 4, but you want to get out red concrete, red nether brick, and red nether brick stair. There's multiple of them. You don't just need 1. That'd be pretty funny, though. Okay, I'm trying to think of an approach to this, because going right to left would be easier, but I always go left to right. So we're going to go left to right. Come to the bottom left-hand corner of white concrete, and you want to count right by 3, I think. And then up by 2, and place going up 5 red concrete. Bring the top block left and right by 1 each. Cool, that's correct placement. And then you want to come to the second red concrete up, and you want to leave a 1 block gap and place a red concrete. Leave a 1 block gap, place another. Bring it down 2, left 1. Bring that same block up 3, like that. Then come to that third block up, which is this one. Leave a 1 block gap moving right, place a red concrete. Leave a 2 block gap, place moving right, red concrete. Go down 1, up 3. Right 1, down diagonally to the right 1, up diagonally to the right 1, and then down diagonally to the right 1. And these 2 end ones are going to want to go down by 3 each. TJM. Cool. We're getting there. Pretty simple. Letters aren't that bad, except for when we get to the X's. Those are going to be weird. Leave a 1 block out from the bottom of that, place 3 red concretes moving right. Bring the first and the third ones each up by 2. Connect them together, that's an O, kind of like how the Five Below logo would look. Hint hint. Bring the right one up by 2 and left by 2. Then you want to actually leave a 1 block gap going right from the top of that. And you want to place, going down diagonally to the right, you want to place 7 red concrete. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it should go all the way to the bottom red concrete. Or bottom white concrete, I apologize, like so. Come to the third one down, which is this one, and you want to bring it up diagonally to the right by 2, and also bring that same one down diagonally to the left by 2. So there's 1 X. The X's kind of overlap. I don't know why it's like that, although it is kind of a fancy design, although I would have preferred if it didn't, because then I'd be able to screw around with some things to make the letters look a little bit better. But what you want to do is you then want to come to the third one moving up, and you want to do the same thing. So bring it up diagonally to the right by 2 and down diagonally to the left by 2. If I went too fast on particularly the X's, you can see the individual numbers there especially, although you should be able to see them for most of the numbers. But there's that. So I'll take a moment here. Let you guys catch up, assuming you're behind, although hopefully you're not. But you never know. There's basically the front actually laid out. So I'm gonna mark. Yeah, that's actually. I'll just do the walls for the sides. Who cares? You want to come to either the left or the right. Doesn't particularly matter. And you want to. Never mind. Let's say come to the left side and you want to go back diagonally to the left of the stone brick, and then bring that stone brick back by 44. Like so. Then do basically the same thing at the right side, except you want to go back diagonally to the right to start. So back diagonally to the right one, back by 44. Then from there, you want to take either side, and you want to go back diagonally inward by 1. And then you can do it on both sides and just connect them together. And then the back should be a total of 85, if I am not mistaken. So that's 4 right there. That's correct. Cool. So now we're gonna have these dull corners, which is fine for now. If you're in a situation where you don't feel like filling in the walls right now, but you want to know these corners, skip ahead probably, I'll say 5 minutes. I don't know, that's just a rough estimate. But what you want to do is, again, on all the walls, you want to bring them up with 6 rows of spruce wood planks, 1 row of red wool, and 4 rows of white concrete. And that wants to go all the way around your build, and it should essentially just match the front. Also, never mind, I lied. I lied about the thing that I thought I felt, but I apparently didn't. That's great. It's unrelated to this, but it was weird. It's odd, I guess. I don't know. Some word like that. I'm working on vocabulary. Vocabulary is hard, man. Especially on a Friday night. I, forgot what day of the week it was for a second there. That's solid. But, you don't actually need the row of red wool if you want to make it, spruce like I accidentally just did. That's particularly in your options of things to do. The only reason you'd want to do that is probably for the inside, but, you know, might as well just add a little row of red wool and make it look a little bit fancier, you know. Although it's all up to you, just kind of make your decisions and figure out how you want the inside to look, because it's your build, not mine at this point in time. And another thing I haven't said in a while, or another thing that I used to say all the time. I'm a real believer in just, you know, more so inspiration for these types of things. I used to be the guy who would follow the tutorial block for block specifically and no changes. But I think also, especially with these, throwing in a 7-Eleven or a Circle K, interiors like that, I think that's kind of helpful. But for these big ones, it just, I don't know, it's just too much effort for me, honestly. But I mean, that's how you're gonna get better. Just kind of figure out, play around with it. Sorry. God. Good lord, that's particularly not great. One moment, let me get water. And then, for me, I enjoy following other tutorials to kind of compare, styles and stuff. I just find that interesting. Also, I do like seeing the process of buildings, kind of go up like that. I love time lapses and all that stuff. It's kind of satisfying to watch. But almost there. For at least the bottom layer, haha. Then we just have white concrete to go, which is epic. But I don't really have much else to say at this point in time, I'm not gonna lie. We kind of just build these walls and yeah, that's basically it. Not really a whole ton else to talk about. What is... Okay, thanks, phone. Really makes me feel better. More when you're missing a hockey game, whatever. I kind of so we were recording a thing for, Just Your Average Gamers, which is the, I guess, 3rd channel, which might be active on, stuff like this, I guess. Not this, what I'm doing right now, but what I recorded. And it took us... I was expecting it to take, 30, 40 minutes, whatever, at most. It took freaking an hour, and that was fun, but, yeah. That was how I, spent my day. So there you go. There's your very, very rough outline. Come to either corner, and... I guess, yeah, directly in the corner you want to place a stone brick, and you want to bring the stone brick out, so I guess... From this corner will be forward and left by 1, and then kind of just fill in the remainder of that corner. And then back left, you would bring it back 1 and left 1, and then fill in the corner. And then right side would be back 1 and right 1, or forward 1 and right 1. So just kind of, make a 2x2 on each corner. of stone bricks. Like that. You can see how that looks. Bring each of those corners up with 11 light gray concrete. And it should that make that should make that as tall as your main build, which is correct. Cool. Fantastic. Incredible. And then you're gonna have 4 of these to do, because yeah. Just cause. 4 corners and a rectangle. Wild. Can't wait for a 5-cornered rectangle, am I right, guys? Coming to stores near you in 2022. I'm sure they'll find something like that at some point in time to make. It's like the next Rubik's Cube. Some really odd things out there. You wouldn't believe the stuff. My friend had this, like, cube thing. I don't even know what it was. And it, like, folded over, and it was the weirdest thing ever. But it was kind of satisfying. I don't know how that topic came about. Anyways, there you go. There's your 4 corners. Let's just, like, do something real quick to... No, let's not do that. I lied. You want to take each row of red wool around your build, and you want to bring it out by a single row. So it'll just give it a little bit of an overhang, or something like that. So like that. And then obviously all of them. It's just that, you can see how much of a difference it makes too. Just that little bit of shadowing and that it adds. The shadowing, I think, is the big thing with it. Because, like, sure, it's flat, whatever, that looks okay. And the colors don't particularly match well, but when you stick it out a row, it adds like a little layer of shadow at the top and bottom of it, and it just looks so much better. I don't know why it works that way. Oh yeah, also on the back, you should probably add a loading dock and a back door, because that's the thing you should do. Loading dock is literally just a larger garage door. I'd make it 7 by 4, maybe? Like, hold up, I'm actually going to punch it out. Like, maybe like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that, and I do... Actually, I'll just do it, why not? I do sideways pillar quartz blocks. Backward diagonally a block. And a back door would just be a back door, that's that. It's like something like that. It's not really a whole ton, just a little detail to make it a little bit more realistic. Although, if you're adding this right up against something, you don't necessarily have to worry about that, but then it's like, well, how do they get the supplies in the store? That's always something you have to be thinking about. Alright, now let's do the thing that I said we weren't going to do. Come to the front. And come to the back of the front. So you're at the top center section. You want to bring the top 2 rows of the 2 light gray concrete pillars each back by 1. So it'll give you a flat surface like this. Bring the inner rows each back with 10 white concrete. Nah, that's not 10. You may do more, you may do less, or you may do the exact same. And then place 2 rows of light gray concrete behind that. Bring it out by 1. So it'll be on the right side, it'll go right, on the left side, it'll go left. And then connect the far inner corners together along the back with white concrete. That's all fine and dandy, I guess. Like that. On top of each top light gray concrete or white concrete, you want to place a red nether brick block. Ceiling time, boys, or roof time, not a ceiling. We had someone on my bus, a school bus, started debating about that for whatever reason. What the inside of the bus ceiling is called. It's ceiling. It's not a roof. Roof is the outside. At least as far as my grammar is concerned, but my grammar is 92% of the time weird, so you never know. But if someone really is bored enough and wants to actually research that, go for it, because I don't feel like it. Unless I like editor's note if I look it up. Maybe if I remember to add an editor's note. That's also another thing that I don't remember to do very often. But yeah. There you go. And then I'm going to surround your red nether brick in upside down red nether brick stairs. And then that'll give you finished product, basically. Despite the roof, but nobody likes roofs, so don't worry about it. almost there. Hate doing these. It's not as bad as slabs, I guess. That's always something. At least I didn't use slabs in this build. Other than the very minor part, but that was a very minor part and it didn't matter. Hold up. Almost there. We're like 22% of the way. We're around 22%. Like 80% give or take. Which would be more than 100 or less than 100, so not particularly how math works. But I mean, you know, who cares? I'm a YouTuber, not a mathematician. At least as of right now. I could become a mathematician, although I'd rather do anything else. There you go. Fancy-ish. Something like that. I think this turned out pretty good. And then you want to fill in either your roofs or all 4 of them if you have 4 of them. I don't know why you'd have 4 of them, but you might. You want to just fill everything in with red nether brick blocks. Now, if you're like, you could do smooth stone. But then you'd probably have to change the outer trim row to also to smooth stone, and that would create weird things. But like, just kind of think about how you want it to be, because that's an important thought process. I think smooth stone is more realistic, but red nether brick looks more sleek. Block, not because I like the red nether brick any much better than smooth stone. I mean, I like it better than smooth stone. Smooth stone's not great. I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. I don't like smooth stone that much. It's useful for floors, and that's about as far as its use goes. Maybe for some detailing, but you know, I'll fill in somewhere. I'll fill into like the back of the thingy that sticks out here, because that seems like a fair spot to go to. Yeah. Anything interesting to say while we're here? Not really. Other than probably most of you are getting off for summer break at this point in time. I will be... Oh, God, let me think. You're probably seeing this Wednesday, which means I'll have 2 more days of school left. Technically 2.5, but I'm not going on a Monday. Half day. If you are, you're insane. I don't know who would go on a Monday in general. I mean, I'd go on all Mondays if I'm not dying. But, like, you know, who would go on a... The only reason I would if there was some persuasive reason for me to actually go, which could happen. That's a possibility. I haven't ruled out going entirely yet, but, like, I don't want to go. I just want to be done with it, you know? At this point, I'm just like, please, just get me out of this. And now that I have the opportunity to get out of this said thing, then why not take it, you know? But, we have to have 180 days, because my county's dumb. So, they're making us go on the Monday. But there is no reason that could make me go, unless I, like, missed a final exam or something, or, like, was behind on something. I was like, okay, I want to finish this, and then, you know. But it's not like it particularly affect my grade enough. Even if I get a B or a C, I don't particularly care. It's whatever. In school, who cares? Alrighty, and once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your TJ Maxx complete, except for mine, because mine has a big sky, or, skylight, yeah, that thing. Thank you so much. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know what you guys think of this video or this build in the comments below. Not particularly the video. I don't care what you think about the video, although it probably was okay. Have a fantastic dinner, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.